Many little girls dream of becoming Miss Texas or even Miss America one day. Last year, that dream came true for Ellie Bro as she was crowned Miss Texas 2023. Yesterday, I talked with Ellie about the legacy she's left this year and how being Miss Texas is more than just the crown. Ellie, first off, congratulations on your year. You have had an amazing reign as Miss Texas 2023. But tell me some of the key things that stood out to you this year and what it has meant to be Miss Texas.
Oh, well, I have traveled over 60,000 miles this year as Miss Texas across this great state, reaching over 840,000 people. So time management and dedication is serious when it comes to the job of Miss Texas. You're constantly traveling across the state, spreading your message about your platform. Mine is Cops in the Community, helping bridge the gap between police officers and their communities.
Yeah, so speaking of your platform, tell me a little bit about how the inspiration came for it and why it's so important to you.
Yeah, so my dad has been a police officer for 27 years in Houston. I also have an uncle who's in law enforcement and a lot of cousins that are in law enforcement in Houston. So I have a special place in my heart for public safety and law enforcement. And so I wanted to help our communities understand police officers, but also help our police officers understand the communities that they're serving in.
Of course, I'm sure everybody always wants to talk to you about Miss America. You were first runner-up at Miss America. Congratulations, by the way. That is an incredible feat. But tell us about your experience and what it was like to be there with girls from all over the country and what competing on that stage was like.
Yeah, honestly, and it sounds cliche to say this, but it was a dream come true. Being able to compete for the job of Miss America, I never saw myself competing for a job like that. And so to get so close and be, first of all, first runner-up to a active duty Air Force was amazing. Now I have 50 sisters from all across the country.
Now, speaking of sisterhood, there was a video that I saw that was pretty popular on social media, and it was after Madison was crowned Miss America, and instead of getting caught up in the excitement of everything and the accomplishment, you were actually helping fluff out that Miss America robe for her. What inspired that, and what does that say about the sisterhood of Miss America?
You know, and I didn't realize that someone was taking a video of me. I just wanted to be there for her and make sure that she looked her absolute best right after crowning. And to see that someone was recording it just shows I am not someone who is just focused on a crown and sash, but focused on the sisterhood of the organization.
Scholarships are also a big thing in the Miss America organization.
Yeah, so when I started joining Miss Texas, which was in 2020, I competed for my very first year ever with no experience prior to 2020, and I earned over $9,000 in scholarships and second runner-up. And so that was my first year ever competing. And so I decided to keep going because I was paying off my school while being in a sisterhood, while advocating for a platform, while showing off my style, while performing a talent. So it was very fun for me, but also very rewarding for me. And so that's why I continued to compete for the title of Miss Texas, and then eventually winning this crown last year, now accumulating over $40,000 in scholarships from the Miss Texas organization. So it's helped me tremendously when it comes to student loans. I'm officially debt-free now, and I still earned over $13,000 at Miss America that I hope to use for my master's. So scholarships plays a huge role in this organization, and that's why I encourage young women to join this organization and see what it's all about.
Tell me about just one of the most impactful moments that made you realize this is why I do what I do. This is the importance and the purpose of Miss Texas.
Yeah, so traveling with Patrol Stories was one of the highlights of my year, and having young little girls and even boys run up to me and see me as this bright light in their life, some of them wanting me to be their mom or their teacher. And it was just so much love that I was getting throughout this year, a love like no other. And so that has been one of the highlights of this year, being able to see little girls and little boys look at me as inspiration and motivation to be better in school, to be better in life, and to motivate them to be better than something else, maybe at home. And also to advocate for someone that looks like me. I knew when I grew up, I didn't see a lot of me on TV. And so it's nice to be a role model for those little girls that are wearing their natural curly hair, who may not want to wear their natural curly hair. I'm here to tell them to appreciate it and be uniquely themselves.
Well, saying Goodbye is never easy, but Ellie said even though she may shed some tears, she's excited to crown a new Miss Texas tomorrow. The 2024 Miss Texas competition airs tomorrow night on our sister station, KJBO, at 8 p.m. Or you can buy tickets online to watch in person at the Eisman Center in Richardson. Also, if you're interested in competing in the Miss Texas organization, just go to misstexas.org for more information.